What is up, guys? My name is Jackal. What is up? What is up? Welcome back. I am 2 days late on this video. I have a whole bunch of stuff I got to re-record. Not re-record. I got to catch up on because we have finally finished moving. Oh, we ain't finished unpacking, though, I tell you that much. But we are at very least finally finished moving. So I still have a couple of days worth of stuff that I have to get back on. Because it's Monday now, I have to do this video, which was Saturday's video. I have to do yesterday's video. I got to watch One Piece, and I got to do today's video. So we got 4 things to record. So make sure retro games are your thing. You should be subscribing. Especially because we're going to be starting off a new series, or a new game at least. I think it's a long time coming, but I think now that we're in the new house is a milestone. The first game I played on this channel was the original Final Fantasy for the NES. And I think what I'm going to do is play Final Fantasy 2 for the NES. I think that is the only... Now that I'm in the new house, this is a new milestone in my life, so I think we should celebrate that by playing the next game in the series that I've been meaning to play for quite a while. So there will be 2 Final Fantasies on this channel going on for a little bit. And then maybe when Pokemon Red finishes, I'll play something that's, a little more fast-paced and a little more action-oriented. But for now, at least, let's do a couple potions here. But yeah, this video we're going to be mainly rediscussing Bojack Season 6, Episode 6. Because if you go through the playlist and rewind a bit to that episode, like halfway through, the volume ended up turning real shitty. I don't know. I think I hit the button that's on my microphone, and I think that just did it. I think that just messed up the audio. Because when you mess with it, it does kind of fuck everything up. So I figure it's like, you know what? We gotta make up for the bad episode. Well, the bad video. Not bad episode. The episode was fine. I guess my episode was shitty. The Bojack episode was fine. And I mean, it's basically going to be the same. The problem is, it's going to be a lot of the same things. But, I was also incredibly drunk that night. I do remember that for an absolute fact. I was really drunk that night. Which I guess was kind of fitting because, this whole episode was Bojack dealing with Dr. Champ, who was basically a very strong reflection of the kind of drunk person that he used to be. And, it's really shitty to watch because, you see this doctor that Bojack's kind of been trying to get therapy from this whole time. And I'm not going to lie, it is really wild to see, 6 episodes ago with everything that's happened with the story coming out and everything else that, at the midpoint of the season, Bojack was just leaving rehab. That's, almost wild to me. That's, almost how little and how much has happened both at the same time. That first half of the season was really focused on him being in rehab. And I mean, good. He was a character that fucking needed it. I mean, we all know that. So, him, it's the aftermath of the episode before was the one where it ended off with Bojack having his bottle of alcohol mistakenly find its way into Dr. Champ's possession, who he in turn got drunk as fuck. And, he immediately goes to blaming Bojack for it. I got drunk because of your contraband. And it's it mirrors the exact sort of behavior that Bojack used to exhibit. Everything. To a T. To a T. And that's really that's the most heartbreaking part about it, Alright, well, looks like we have to fight the boss now. I can't see what's beyond in that bombable wall over there until I kill this guy. Until I kill this fucking guy. Now the dragon. It has been so many years since I fought this guy. I've fought the The other two bosses, probably about 15 years ago or so, on like, attempts I would make to play this game over the years. But this is a fight that I just haven't done in like 20 years probably. And then after this, I don't think I ever really got very far into the fourth area. I would always lose interest, which, it's a good thing I do this as a hobby now. But, anyway, with Bojack, Dr. Champ mimics a lot of the same, like, oh, you did this to me. This is your fault. What I mean, the truth is that, even though that bottle mistakenly through cartoon shenanigans found itself in Dr. Champ's possession, we all know that was an entire bottle filled with vodka. He could have taken one swig of that and been like, no. Him being a recovering alcoholic himself is no different because, what was it? Just the episode before. Bojack, now that I think about it, because I know I didn't recognize this the first time I said this, did this episode's breakdown, because I rewatched it right before this. The episode before this, when Dr. Champ was trying to kick him out of the, like get him out of the clinic, saying that he needed to get out into the real world, Bojack had been like, I'll show you how sick I still am. And he went to take a swig of the vodka, and immediately as his lips touched it, he spit it out. Dr. Champ didn't do that. He could have and knew better, but didn't. And that's not fucking Bojack's fault. It doesn't matter how he tries to spin it. It just simply is not. Jesus Christ, that is heavy. What does... Let's try this spell and see how it works. That's amazing. One more, and then we gotta heal. That's such a cool sound effect. I love it. Alright. Life. Booyah. As long as he doesn't do anything that, like, paralyzes or sleeps or anything awful, that's fine. Use that white spell again. Dope. Ooh, one of his heads is gone already. This boss is not standing a chance. When I was a kid, I remember having a hard time with this guy. I'm also being much more of a stickler now that I'm older about killing everything. Use life. Oh shit. I don't like that. I don't like that, not one bit. We don't like that one bit, Scoob. We don't like that one bit. Ooh, don't you do that. Don't you do that shit. But no, at any point, Dr. Champ could have done and knew better. And he didn't. Even Bojack at this point in his journey knew better. And, it sucks because that is the exact kind of behavior that Bojack would exhibit. Where, right away, any ability that he had to take responsibility, he immediately put it on someone else. And I mean, that's what Bojack has always done this whole time, throughout his whole life. And he mentions it, like, throughout various points that, I've never been held responsible, so I lash out in different ways. And it's like, yeah, you fucking do. Alright, that blizzard spell is not anywhere near as good. So let's heal and then bombs. Bombos time. Well, he's wearing, like... Okay, that's not what I wanted. That's not what I wanted. Why is he doing... Oh, never mind. Enemy defeated. Victory tour. I like how the fire crystal is purple, not red, but we accept it. Hell yeah. There's one crystal left to go. I remember a person from Windia saying something about a crystal. Where's that? Alright, other side of Focus Tower. Oh, melt us a path. Another battlefield that... Oh shit. Ruben's not leaving like every other party member has left at this point. Is this going to take me out? No, that's less cool than I wanted it to be. And no more ridiculous fucking... No more ridiculous fucking, That's annoying. No more ridiculous ass fucking earthquakes every single step I take. Oh, Jesus. Okay. None of that worked out at all. Nice. Alright, I'm fine with all this. Just survive, please. Bro. The literal fucking worst. He continued playing the death song from the last round. Bro. This is starting off with some straight horse shit, this battle. This is some horse shit. Okay, thank you. Finally. Not making the mistake of hitting you with fucking Jackal again. Boo-doo, boo, boo, boo-doo, boo. But you know, it is something that's really sad to watch that, you know, Bojack is put in the exact position of being confronted with somebody who exhibits all of those same old behaviors. And, you know, I don't know if his character ever actually realizes how much of it was, like, really, like, self-reflective of his own behavior. And then, you know, you have Todd over there who's, you know, dealing with, you know, his parental issues where his stepdad comes back into his life asking for help with cartoon shenanigans at getting his mother's kidney back. Granted, that's, you know, Todd's idea, not his stepfather's. But, you know, through the episode, it's implied very heavily that it wasn't Todd's stepfather who made the decision to kick Todd out of the house, that it was his mother's decision. And, you know, Todd brings up a lot of things, especially regarding, like, parent and child issues, where the big one was, you know, like Todd asking his stepfather, why do you have to be proud of me on your terms? Why can't you be proud of, like, me in the way that I live my life? Now, I get that, you know, to his dad, you know, because I know a lot of parents like that. My best friend's dad would be like this as well. My dad, too, would be like this to an extent. But, you know, he reminds him, like, you know, I've got... And Todd also worded this in a very Todd way and made it sound like as worse as it could fucking sound imaginable. But, you know, he's like, you know, I'm happy. I have a job. I have a secure living location. And, you know, yeah, that problem gets solved later on, you know, with, you know, Todd moving in with Maud that we now know by the end of the season, which is a great step for him, not living on people's couches for a change. Because, you know, when I think about it, like, he moved out of Bojack's place in the end of season 3 after the whole shit with Emily and, you know, everything else that went down from that point out. So, you know, Todd has spent 3 seasons living with Bojack and 3 seasons living with Princess Carolyn. And it's nice to see him have a little bit more life autonomy. And I'm glad that, you know, for what it's worth, I am glad that his dad brought that up to him. You know, I don't know if that really influenced Todd's decision to do that. But, you know, I'm glad he did it anyway. Bro, what is with all the unexpected attacks here? This is some fucking bullshit. Fucking assholes. But, you know, it makes me as a parent have to take pause and think, you know, like, what does it mean to really be proud of your kid? You know, I'm sure a lot of the decisions I made, and this is the good thing about my family, at very least. You know, I had a lot of difficulties in the way that I felt, not that I felt I was being raised, because a lot of things about the way I was raised I think were very positive. But, you know, the one thing that my parents lacked was the inability to recognize my depression as a child. Well, no. It's unfair. They recognized it. But they're from an older generation that thought that I would just outgrow it. And, you know, I mean, I did, kind of, not really, but I learned how to manage it better, yes. But, you know, they noticed it as a kid, and instead, you know, I went to the age of 25 until I learned, you know, 25, 26, before I really learned how to control a lot of that. Oh, cool. That's a nice little shortcut that gets me from one area to the next. Dope. I forget what's down there. I'm going to go check out that cave again. It's been a few episodes and a few weeks since I've gone over there. But, you know, my dad is, at very least, proud of the person that I ended up being. And that bit of support there goes a long way. And I think that's the kind of support that Todd is more looking for in his life. So when does Ruben leave? All I've heard of so far is going to Windia. Free? Free. Free? Free. All that for that. But you know, that's fine. I could have used I could have used 6 potions. Maybe not 6 heals, but 6 potions I could have used. You know what? Let's just go the way that the game opened for us. Might as well, right? What's in the Wintry Temple? Other than the thing that I was just at. But no, it makes me want to make sure that I try to impart that same sort of feeling to my kids. Because, like, you know, my son, knowing his mother, the fact that me and my son have a lot of different interests. Oh, hold on. Alright, sorry for the cut, but that was exactly what I was talking about. My son calls me over to go check out his car track that he made. And, like, when I was a kid, I didn't give a fuck about cars. I thought cars were, like, lame. And I'm not gonna lie, I still do. But I enjoy that he doesn't. And I enjoy that he has his own sets of interests that are kind of his own. You know, he doesn't need me to... You know, I don't need him to be interested in the things that I'm interested in. You know, any video game he plays, he wants it to be almost like an arcade game, fast-paced, maybe like the old Sonic games. I've had him play the Sonic games for the Game Boy Advance. He likes those. You know, stuff like that he likes a lot. Okay, that's just the way over to the other thing. I forgot that's what was over there. Alright, well. Down here we go. Whoop, the way is already opened up. Or the clouds have at least cleared. Hell yeah, dog. Boom, boom, boom. Take it. Oh, hey. Hurry to Windia, but be on the lookout for Captain Mac's ship. I've already seen it. Dude wouldn't even let me tell him I've already seen it. Dude is horrible at his listening skills. Oh, what the fuck is over here? So wait. So what's over here? Oh, gasp. Boom, 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 boom. But yeah, you know, ooh, what? This is the ending spot. Dog, what? Bro, why is this game's music so fucking sick? Bro, this song's metal as fuck. Bro, that is wild. I cannot wait to listen to that song in its entirety. Alright, this looks like this may have been the possible wrong decision to make. Okay. As long as the two of these guys can still knock out a character. Damn, that one has 3 forms as a regular enemy. Hell yeah, I got another spell. Bro, that song is wild, bro. Are you serious? That's possibly one of the most epic video game songs I've ever heard in my fucking life, dude. But yeah, anyway. Back to the topic at hand, or the conversation at hand. I enjoy the fact that, like, my son doesn't like the same things I do. Like, and I try to keep in mind the fact that, you know, he is different than I am. Because, like, you know, now this matters to him more than it does me. But, you know, he's been asking, and I've said this before, you know, like, hey, my son, oh, Jesus, what the fuck? Gotcha. Whoa, 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 what is this going on? Bro, what the fuck? Ruben's... Hold on. Alright, sorry, my son wanted to show me one more thing. But yo, this dude knocked fucking Ruben off. What the fuck is this bullshit? Fuck this guy. Mummy ass mummy? Okay, this dude's doing 116 damage. There's no way you killed Ruben. Ruben is stronger than me. This is some bullshit. Ruben! Keep going and he'll catch up. Something tells me he's... What the fuck is going on? Oh shit! This dude! Tristan! Your buddy fell, kid? Yeah, but he's okay. Alright, so look at that. We go from one partner right to another. And luckily, old boy is much stronger than he was last time. I like how I don't need the claws for these. Because they are just vines. But no, like, what's funny is, I've mentioned this before, but like, my son has even asked me, he's made remarks that he wants to be a girl. And when I talk to him about it, just genuine curiosity as to what, he's thinking and feeling. The reason he actually gives is that boys' clothes suck. And, I do kind of agree with that. Like, girls get all these manners of different kinds of clothes and variety they get to wear, whereas boys, it's like pants, shorts, shirts. Like, that's really all you get. And, that's not bad. But, my son does like things, a little bit extra. So, I told him, like, hey, we might look into, getting you, your ear pierced at some point. Give him a little something. If he displays more interest in wanting anything girly related, obviously, I have no problem acquiescing. I'm a metalhead. Like, especially, like, most of the music I like in the 80s, most of those dudes were dressing like fucking chicks on stage constantly. Like, all the time. Even, like, other metal bands, like, more modern ones. Like, you'll see, like, a lot of band members, like, rings all over, fucking fingernails painted black, like, makeup, eyeshadow around their eyes. Like, there's plenty of more feminine traits that are, like, plenty around, like, the areas that I inhabit. So it's like, I don't even care if he takes an interest in those things. And if he wants to take those interests further, well, then we'll see about that, as we inch closer to puberty. By the time he starts, his hormones start kicking in, he'll let me know. But the idea that it loops back on is how to be proud of your kid. And it's like, I can't be proud of my son solely on the terms that I set. I know the same problem that Todd had. Oh, wow, this is the first time they've made my attacks stronger than my partner's. That's going to be fucking annoying. Well, maybe not. I think it's just these enemies are strong against whatever he's doing. That's annoying. Alright. Alright, we'll just double team the guys, and then that'll take care of that problem. There we go. Item. How does fire work on you? I'm curious. That's annoying. What about this new arrow spell? Ooh, you're weak against tornado attacks. Oh, that's going to be very unfortunate. Oh shit. Box fell here in the garage. That scared the absolute dog shit out of me. Like, all of it. Alright, you look like enemies that would also be weak to wind style. Thanks. But that's the whole message, at least, and how I relate to it, at least with Todd. It's like, you have to allow your kids to be who they are. You only need to instruct them on how to be good people. Because the rest of it is going to fall as it is. People for generations have been looking for ways to, like, ungay people, and it doesn't work. None of that stuff ever works. You're attracted to however you're attracted. Like, that's just it. Especially with me, like, it's not like I guess it's a pretty spicy take. Like, I don't know about, like, non-binary shit a lot of times. Why is there an arrow pointed this way? I don't like that there's an arrow pointed that way for some reason. But I'm sure that will be made apparent as to why it is very soon. Alright, both of you smack. You are not being very helpful, Tristram. Tristram, not Tristan, Tristram. Dickhead. Bro, you're fucking killing me, dog. You are killing me. Good, I'm fucking glad you're dead this battle. You are being very unhelpful. Air Blast. Just more magic. Magic them away. Alright. That's going to be it for today. I didn't really say much about this episode because I feel like, you know, even though I was drunk the last time, I still feel like I said quite a bit of this already. But no, it's just a lot of parents have a problem of like vicariously living through their kids. And I remember there was this one, like, the last thing I'll say before this episode clears out is like, I remember seeing this as a kid growing up. Because there's this one kid, I remember because I used to be in martial arts, the thing that I was really good at was like the forms, the routines. I was always good at that. And I remember something along the lines of one of the parents telling one of the kids, like, because he had to go up against me. And I had always gone up against this kid quite a bit. And we were like young. We were like 12. And I had a habit of beating him. And, you know, because obviously you do the form next to another, you take turns. Well, no, back at that age, you're small enough. You do the form next to somebody else, and the judges, either 3 or 5 judges, you know, majority rule vote on who they think is better. Through whatever standard that they themselves critique. So this kid would always, me and him would go against each other a lot, and I would always beat him. We had 4 local tournaments a year, 4 times a year for me to whoop this kid's ass. And I did, all the time. And I remember one tournament, his dad being like, you better win this match or else I'm not paying for your classes anymore. And like, he never made out with that promise. This kid stayed in for like years to come. But I remember from a young age, like seeing that and not knowing why, but knowing that that bothered me. Because there's a lot of parents I would see that would like take personal offense to their kids' either winnings or shortcomings. They would take personal offense to the shortcomings, too much like glory in their parents or in their child's like successes. And it's really weird. People have to learn that like their children aren't like little like thems that like are their little vessels for them to just kind of control and do with whatever they want. Like, that's not what they're for. That's not what kids are about. That's not what you're supposed to have a kid to do. You know, they're not little possessions. It's really weird when I see parents behave that way. But, you know, that's very clearly the problem that Todd's father had. You know, he even told Todd, you know, I expected great things from you. And it's like, yo, what about the fact that, like, now let's say Todd were to take, you know, we saw, because I don't think with 4 episodes left, we're going to, maybe we will see it, like, in the future. But, you know, what if Todd were to be the kind of person that would at some point run, like, his own successful, like, daycare business? And it went, like, franchise. Like, and the thing is, like, Todd never threw it in his father's face. Like, yo, I've done, like, all these things. Like, I can't even name the things that Todd has done in this fucking series. Now, yeah, he kind of failed upwards to him, but, like, he's got an extensive resume at this point. He's run multiple businesses. He's been in high-level managerial positions. It's kind of fucked him up also, but, like, he has so much success under his belt that he could just levy and throw at his dad's face about, like, no, I'm not. I'm not any of these failure things that you think I am. It's just that I don't come off as your definition of what success is. You expected great things, but, you know, what counts as great to you? You know, the fact that Todd's a very, like, nice and kind person, probably not really important to him that much. At least not in this context. So it seems like, you just have to learn to not put those kind of expectations. Expect your child to be a great person. Not that they're going to do necessarily great things. Because they just might. And you might just have a different idea of what that is. So, that's it for today, guys. I'll talk to y'all later. Take it easy. Peace out.